Hi friends, welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is Angular 10 complete tutorial series for absolute beginners. We are continuing with our learning of Angular router, and in that especially we are learning about route guards, and today we are going to learn about an interface called CanLoad. Extremely important because in any real-time application that you will build, it will most likely consist of multiple modules, right? And you don't want certain modules to load unless the user has that access or privilege or a feature flag or a functionality enabled for him. We are going to learn all about it in today's episode. This is part 51 of the Angular 10 complete tutorial playlist. The playlist link is in the description box below. The notes that I create for each of these all goes into the GitHub link that is also in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. If you have any doubts, just ask me in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Following other topics that I've already covered, we are halfway mark. Now today we are in the 51 episode. Today we are learning about CanLoad. Quick note to our viewers who are joining us new. Route cards helps us to prevent users from accessing a certain part of the application without proper authorization. Route guards are used to secure the route paths. Route guards will always resolve into true or false. True means the user can access the route. False means he cannot access the route. There are four types of interfaces that route guards provide: can activate child, can load, and can deactivate. To generate a route guard, we'll use ng generate guard followed by the guard name. In the last two episodes, we covered about can activate and can activate child. Today we are learning about can load interface. So in order to work with CanLoad, you need a lazy loading module. If you don't have one, you can use this command to generate one, which is ng generate module. In this case, it's a customers hyphen hyphen route provided by hyphen hyphen module and app module. That will generate your lazy loading module. Now remember, CanLoad, if that particular route guard will decide if the user has access to that lazy loading module, to that module, right? If when resolved to true, he can access them, he can load the modules, that particular module. But if not, he cannot access the module. I'll show you that in just a bit in hands-on exercise. But for your learning, I'm going to create from scratch a new lazy loading module. I already have few in my application that we are working. If you see, this is the one that we created in the last episode, can activate child. Make sure you check it out and learn it. So if you see, we created a lazy loading module as part of learning the modules, but I'm going to still go ahead and use this command to generate, which is ng generate module followed by module name. And here I'm going to say settings, let's say, right? And then you're going to say route. What is the route that you want? And hyphen hyphen module, which is app dot module, right? So hit enter and you should see a lazy loading module generated for you, right? And okay, so it says settings already exist. Okay, so we already have it. So no worries. We are going to add a new name, say preferences. Hopefully it's not there, right? So ng generate module preferences, and so now it generated a preferences module. It created the routing file and it updated our app routing module. All right, so we should see an entry here now for preferences. You should um, so we see settings, we see customers, we don't see that. So a good reason is because we would have not saved it. So I'm going to reopen it and now I should see that customer search leads. Where is our preferences? It updated source app routing module. Okay, so here it is by the name route. So my bad, I gave a wrong route. So here it is preferences. So let's call this preferences here. Okay, alrighty, perfect. So we got the payments preferences all sorted here. Now what we are going to do is just break it to the next line so that it's much readable. All right, and this is the lazy loading module that Angular loaded. So now I'm going to say can load, right? Now this is again a route card, right? So let's generate a route card which checks. Here you can write either G or write I'm going to say preferences check. Okay, this will check the preferences whether user has access to preferences or not. It's again a guard, so you can use any existing ones or a new one, that's up to you totally, but I'm going to use a new one and enable the can load interface. Select and hit enter, so it created our guard, and we are going to call it preferences check guard. Clear? So what we did, we for this first we generated a lazy loading module which is called preferences module, and then we said can load, right? So this is a guard which will check if the user can load preferences or not. All right, then click here and see it's a simple implementing can load, and it will return a true or a false. Right now it's returning true. Let's go back here and start our application, and I will show you how it works. So now when the user is trying to access the path which is preferences, it will come and check if the user can load this particular module or not, right? If the user can load, it will show the preferences component. If not, it will redirect, right? Let's see that. Okay, so I got it here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to type preferences. That's our route that we gave. So it says preferences works. Now open inspect element and go to your network tab. Okay, now load it again, and I want you to notice this and this here. You see here, this is saying preferences hyphen module.js loaded, right? Which means it loaded the module because it was true. Now what I'm going to do is go back here and go to the preferences check guard and make it false, right? So now what we did is we disabled it. So now you see, go to network and you will not see the preferences here. It will be here because it's doing that check, right? But it will not load the module. See here, there is no module now loaded because it is false, right? Let me show you one more time. Let me make it true here in the guard, in the can load, right? Can load preferences, now it is true. Go to your application, say preferences, and go to the dev console, and you'll see preferences here module.js. That means now you told that you have access to load the module, that's why it loaded. Go back to the guard and say false. Now you cannot access the preferences. That's here you can see it is not loaded at all. Even if you try to do, it will tell you it will not load because clearly the guard is stopping us from loading that module. That's extremely critical when you're building real-time applications which has a lot of modules, and this sometimes really screws up. Okay, so make sure that you get this right because this is something that you'll find yourself using if you're really building a real-time application. If you like this tutorial, please do consider buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/arctutorials. In the next episode, I will cover can deactivate interface. What are the use cases? Where do you want to deactivate certain routes? It's important. For example, if you revoke some access of some user, you don't want them to access certain routes. If the user was a premium user and he downgrades the package to gold package, you don't want him to access the features which are there in premium. So you need to deactivate. We'll learn all about it in the next episode. Don't forget to join. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. Thank you so much for your support. Keep supporting me. Thank you again.